Alrighty then, people. What's up, guys? I'm feeling happiness. I don't know why. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. For some reason, I don't know why. But, yes, this is the infamous Demolition on Kowloon. And recorded this live. Live and dive. I'm going to start out with the AK-47 with, believe I'm using, actually with the AK-47, even though the perks were different on there, the AK-47 class I'm using Hardline, Sleight of Hand, and Hacker. Hacker! But I end up switching about midway through the game, and I go back to my infamous Spectre Rapid Fire Silencer class for some reason. You see, this is actually my very first time playing Kowloon, and I think it definitely shows. Because I make some dumb mistakes. I'm going to places where I don't know, and what do you know? I die from a guy using Ghost Pro and the AK-74U. You don't see that combination a lot, not at all. But I pick up about a pretty good amount of deaths, but I also get a good amount of kills from my first game on this map, and you'll kind of see me like walking around, and I'm just like, what's happening? And I think I managed. Oh God, epic fail. I start out on a big death streak here, and then I kind of get more comfortable, and I'm kind of like, see, the problem I was doing right here, and the problem what you don't want to do with these new maps is I was running out in the open, and I was running out to like, I was just trying to like rush, but you've got to like, you got to kind of calm down, you got to like take a step back, you gotta, just know your surroundings really, and you'll notice that's what I do eventually, and I pick up a chopper gunner. I pick up 2 chopper gunners actually, and oh god, I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten a kill yet, and this just goes to show I sucked when I first played this map, but fortunately, no need to fear. I started getting on a rampage soon, and I plant one bomb, and I believe I tried to defuse another bomb, and there you go, pick up the first kill, and that's the first of many. So, Kowloon, this map, I've played Domination on it. I played Domination last night on it, and I wasn't liking what I saw, and probably the main fact was I wasn't playing with a full party, and I was only playing with me and one other guy, and it was frustrating because me and him were like trying to cap points, and we were trying to like basically play the objective for our team, and when it's a 6-man game, and it's only 2 people trying to do the objective, it doesn't work out for fun. So I think definitely when I have more people to play with, I think pick up some more, and I'm going to put my gamer tag right here, so if you want to play, go ahead and send me a friend's request, and I'll hit you up, and we'll pwn some noobs, pub stomp some people, and have at it. But make sure you have the new maps, because that is essential. See, now I'm getting more comfortable. I'm starting to play a bit more cautiously, playing more defensive and more campy. Don't hit the zipline there, unfortunately, because I know, unlike some other people that hit the zipline, yeah, it might look fun, but it's a death trap all the way. So I've noticed that this map, as much as opening spots it has, much like opening territory it has, there's as many buildings to go into, and there's as many places to look, and there's as many places if you're running out in the open, there's a good chance that there's a window, and there's going to be looking out that window, and you're going to get your head chopped off. So I mean, this map, you're going to have to sort of play a mix of defensive, and you're going to sort of have to play a mix of very aggressive. But you're gonna have to, weave in and out of buildings, and I know I've talked about this with I've talked about this with Berlin Wall, and how you basically have to go inside and outside to be successful at that map. And this holds true for Kowloon, and this really holds true for a lot of the maps. I'd say really the only exception to that rule would be Discovery, because Discovery has a bit more open spots on it. But, yeah, I mean, otherwise, most of these maps, and even Stadium, I mean, I think they kind of, like, hyped up Stadium a bit too much. They were like, oh, yeah, your KD players beware, you can't, you'll always be rushing, that's a load of malarkey. They added so many high ground spots, so many little, like, windows you can look out of, and pretty much anybody who's going to be rushing outside is going to be picked off instantly. It's just... you can't, I think they made Stadium out to be too much of, oh, high traffic. I mean, it's a bit more fast-paced just because, I mean, it's not that small of a map, but it's a bit more fast-paced, but not by much. I mean, it plays like every other map. I mean, you're going to have people up in those buildings, and I think if they knocked off on that map, I think what made that map of what they said it was made out to be, which was the high energy, high octane, adrenaline rush. I think what they should have just not had any second stories, because the problem with that map is that if you're gonna label a map as being this like kind of rush heavy, like, you know, aggressive style, you don't want to add like these like top buildings of perches of where you can look down on people. Because if I imagine Stadium with none of that, that would be like awesome map. It would be not much of a Nuketown, but it would just be like a better Nuketown. Nuketown's like perfected. But yeah. So Kowloon. You know, I'm going to offer opinion on some of these maps. So I'm going to go through of what are the best maps for chopper gunners. Not many people have really talked about that, like, you know, like which maps are good for air support and which maps aren't, although I haven't heard anybody really talk about it. There might have been somebody, but just don't quote me. So, Kowloon, it's actually, considering a map with all the, and look at that, wait, right there, my teammate was right there. He was aimed down sight, just straight on head, and he just missed that guy playing the bomb, and I had to run down, and I was like, holy shit. So all these maps really, they're, some of them, I'd say Stadium, it's actually surprisingly not. It's a good chopper gunner map, not the best. Discovery is frickin' beast with the chopper gunner. Berlin Wall's okay, it's about mid-range. And Kowloon, I'd say, is probably the worst out of the three for chopper gunners, just because there's a lot of buildings. But I will say though, I mean, I did have a couple good chopper gunners on this map, and that was pretty simple because of the reason why. I got them spawning outside, and this is Demolition though. So I think maybe if the team is smart, if you're going against a good team, they're obviously not going to be outside. But this goes for every map on Black Ops. I mean, I think they're all pretty well balanced in terms of air support. I think Discovery is the best map for air support, and I think I'd say this might be the worst. And this isn't even that bad of a map, so the worst is not that bad. So yeah, I'd say. In terms of people always say kind of like label a map. You say, okay, is this like more of an assault rifle map, or is this more of like a submachine gun map? Well, I think it's a mix of both. I think in terms of guns, I think this map will play well with a faster fire rate gun, assault rifle. You can get away with the submachine guns. I think a submachine gun will play very well on this map, as you'll see I do with the Spectre. But I feel as though it can be an assault rifle map, but if you're going to use an assault rifle, I think you should use a very high fire rate assault rifle, such as the FAMAS or the AUG, and you can name some others, and even the G11 for that matter. But it's funny because Discovery, I'm only using the G11 on Discovery because Discovery's got some really long lines of sight. And last night I played a game of Capture the Flag, because I was trying to get some Marathon Pro. So I played a couple games of Capture the Flag. I played quite a long session, and Discovery came up, and there was these two guys in the team who decided that'd be a good idea to snipe in the very far end of the map. And you know, surprisingly enough, they were doing quite effective, and they were actually sniping us. I felt like, you know, it was like some serious sniping. But definitely the G11 is a gun of choice on the map Discovery, just because you're going to get some really, really long lines of sights, and you're going to get some ridiculous shots. And if you're not confident with your long shot, I'd say either stick with the M16, which I don't know why you would, but if you have the G11 at your disposal, use it, definitely on this map. So, what can we talk about? Kowloon. You know, I love this map pack, personally. I'd be interested to see what types of maps, or what maps are going to be on the Game Battles roster, because I was discussing this with Paul Oink, and we were saying, like, he was saying that, you know, basically, like, some of these maps, they have like things. I think Kowloon is definitely going to be a Game Battles map, because Kowloon has got very there's not many things that like Game Battles wouldn't approve of. And I could have swore the Python was a 2-shot kill up close, because I got 2 shots on him right there. Well, whatever. So, I think Berlin Wall will be interesting to see if they're gonna do game battles on that. I'm not sure about Discovery, because Discovery, think of it as a snowy rundown, because the map style is built as rundown. The B domination flag is exactly where rundown was. It's a big open bridge, and it's pretty much runs like rundown. And I'd be interested to see if they put it on. Stadium, I know they're definitely going to have Stadium on the Game Battles roster, just because the way it plays. I mean, I think it would be a good Game Battles roster map. So yeah, here we go. I pick up the Spectre, and I'm just doing work with it. I pick up my second chopper gunner, and Right here, this is where sleight of hand would have come in handy, but I still end up picking off this guy. But look at this. Oh, I got so lucky there. Oh, that usually never works out for me. It usually works out where I'll pop that claymore down and he'll shoot me, and it'll make that beep. Oh man, that's funny. I'm going to go on a little terror here with the Spectre. So let me know what you guys want to see. I do have, I've got a couple games. I've got a game with the Kipparus, or Kipparus, and I go 42-4 on the map Crisis. And trust me, I don't switch out for another gun. I actually only stick with the Kipparus, or Kipparus, whatever you want to call it. So that's a good thing. So if you guys want to see that gameplay, and even though it's not on a new map pack gameplay, I would be very much so happy to bring you that gameplay. And what the hell was that? Very much so happy? Did I just learn English or something? So God. So here's my second chopper gunner. This one, I'm not sure. I think this one might get shot down. Or no, I think that's a different game. But you can see if they're spawning on A Domination, which are right there, that's actually a better spawn than C Domination, which is the other side. So this is A Domination, and you'll see that A Domination has a bit more open space. There's not as many buildings as they can spawn into, and so the chopper gunner does a bit more. And I'm filling up the feed with the chopper gunner killers. But yeah, you know, I can finally say that I'm actually comfortable with the Xbox controller. Finally, I'm feeling good. I'm getting more accurate. Before I had like about a 17% accuracy, which I really don't. I can't really commend myself on accuracy because I've been doing a lot more pre-firing, so my accuracy is not like well represented by the numbers, but my accuracy is slowly going up on the Xbox. I actually bought FPS Freaks, and I actually really like them. And you can say that from an honest opinion. I'm definitely not getting paid, because if I was getting paid, I'd be like, yeah, the FPS Freaks are the best things in the world. Oh my god! But yeah, if you guys want to pick up the FPS Freaks, I tried them on the PS3. They're actually pretty good. I can run a really high sensitivity on the PS3 with the FPS Freaks. I still run about a 4 or 5 on the Xbox with the FPS Freaks, but yeah. So otherwise, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out. Make sure to give it a like, rating if you liked it, and comment if you didn't. If you leave constructive criticism, and what I mean by constructive criticism is like, you know, like give me like a sentence of like, you know, what you feel was wrong with the video and how I can improve on it, not just a couple words. But peace out, guys. See ya.